Hello, you are welcome to Investment 101. In Investment 101, we talk all about business. We talk about making income. We talk about being ahead of the expenses. Today, we'll be looking at a very, very important discourse. And I know it's going to be the missing link that you have been asking. How? Why am I still lagging behind? That is all about budgeting. No, we are going to discuss what budgeting is about. We are going to talk about the flaws, why budgets fail. We are going to look at the codes that will ensure that budget works. Then finally, we are going to recommend solutions on how you can build wealth using budget. I pray that you listen to me, and I will hopefully believe that you will attend to what we are going to give to you today. We'll hold you by your hands and we'll take you to where you want to be. If this video is going to make sense to you, which I believe, I want you to do one thing for me. I want you to subscribe, I want you to click on the notification bell, and I want you to share and like. Share to everyone, your friends, your family. Tell them, come, there is a solution. Budgeting is what we are going to be discussing today. You are welcome. So what is budgeting? Budgeting is a financial estimate of income and expenditure over a given period of time and over a given season. So you must have an income, you must have an expenditure. Then you set the required expectations, what you want to do in that given period of time. Without budgeting, it's like sailing without a compass. So that is why we are going to look into budgeting, the essence of budgeting and why budgeting. But before we go into looking at what we need to do about budgeting and what we need to do not to budget, we are going to see, why do budgets fail? Why do budgets fail? There are three major things that make budget fail. When you have irregular expenses. When I mean irregular expenses, is that maybe in month one, you paid for a particular thing. Then in month two, you are paying for something similar to that particular one that you have paid for in month one, which ordinarily does not add up. So it's an irregular expense. Then another thing that we need to know why budgets fail is when we have cannot be able to track our expenses. You discover that this month you spent, then they ask you, how did you do this month? You cannot be able to say, this and this and these were the things I did, this and this and these were the things that I didn't do. When you have such, there is tendency that you will have a failed budget for the month. Then the fourth thing is when you guess. When you guess into the month. No, you don't guess into the month. You don't say, okay, this month I will earn 10,000, I will spend. No, you are going to be specific. You are going to be deliberate. You are going to plan. You're going to say that this is what I'm going to do this month. This is what I'm going to do this month. So it has to be specific. You have to monitor every expense. You have to be sure why this expense that is coming up, it ought not to be irregular. It has to be regular, except if it's perhaps maybe there is contingencies, maybe health failure, maybe pregnancy. Even at that, you know your wife is pregnant, you should be able to say, okay, in the next 6 months, in the next 3 months, in the next 2 months. So you have to prioritize, you have to plan. These are the reasons, so many reasons why a budget fails. And I know that if you follow this path that we are going to recommend to you, subsequent budgets will not fail. If this is giving value to you, I want you to click on the subscription button, click on the notification button, comment. I will move forward in my budget. Then share. We are together with you. We are holding you. Thank you very much. Now, as we have looked at why budgets fail, now we are going to look at the codes, things that ensures every budget is a success, things that make budgets to become useful tool in your archives. Now, I want to let you to realize that budget is not a restrictive tool. It's not a tool that they use to cane someone. No, budget is actually to be your freedom of direction. A budget is supposed to be your guide. A budget is supposed to be your cursor that leads you, that says, okay, this is what you should do this month, and this is what you should do this period of time, and these are the things that you ought not to do. And if you are able to get these codes, if you are able to master these codes, then believe me, that you are on the right path. The first thing you need to do is mind mindset shift. Your mindset have to shift. That budgeting is not a punitive measure. Budgeting is not something that we say, oh, that you have to do it. It's not restricting you, rather it's giving you freedom of direction. Then budget is a path through you acquire wealth. So you must have a positive mindset. You must be prepared that, okay, this I'm going to do, this I'm not going to do, this I'm going to do, this I'm not going to do. So that is the first code of any successful budget. You have to do what? To have a positive mindset that if others can do it, then I can do it. Then the number two thing is to draw a blueprint. Now you're going to draw a blueprint about your budget, that these are the things that I should follow and these are the things that I should not follow. First and foremost, you need to know your net income. You need to know your net income. How much do I generate in a month? How much do I spend? You need to know how much comes in. Then you also need to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do to be able to curtail expenses or to be able to retain spendings. Then the third one, you need to track every single money that goes out of your pocket. You should be able to account that, okay, today on the 20th of this month, on the 5th of this month, on the 3rd of this month, I was able to track it. This is where my money is. This is where my money is. Then you also need to categorize your needs against your wants. Needs are something that you cannot do with, but wants are something that are valuable, but however you can live without them. Needs is, for example, you need to eat. Now you need security. Now you need clothing. But there are some wants that may necessarily in the beginning they were needs, but after a while they don't become any needs anymore. They become wants. For example, you want to wear designer shirt. A shirt is a shirt for the beginning. So you begin to grow from there. You move from one stage to another stage. Then you need to do what? You structure your income. You structure your income. How do I mean? You say, okay, 70% of my money goes to my daily needs. 20% go to my savings. 10% goes to clearance of debts. Or you can say, okay, 50, 30, 20. 50 for my daily needs. 30 for all the things that I need to do in the course of payment of bills, in the course of this. Then the other 20% goes to savings. Definitely you need savings. Definitely you need to clear your bills. These are the things that you need to do. Then the third thing we talk about in the code of a good budget is you need to what to avoid. What are the things that you need to avoid? Because fine, it is budget. Fine, it is your money. Fine, it is your money. Fine, you have drawn the structure 70, 20, 30. However, you need to do what? There are some things you need to avoid. One of the things that you need to avoid is you need to avoid unnecessary expenses. You need to avoid frivolities. You need to avoid debts. You need to face any debt you are facing. You need to try as much as you can to clear them, starting from the one that has the highest interest rate. You clear them, you begin to move. From there, you'll be able to achieve the purpose that we are looking at. If this video is making sense to you, I want you once again to click on the subscription button. I want you to also to share. I want you to like, and I want you to comment. I am coming out of debt. I am building wealth through my budget. Have you done that? Have you done that? Now, the fourth one is we are going to have a budget to build wealth. Yes, you budget to build wealth. It is possible. I have done it. So many other people have done it. They are living witnesses. So you can do it. You can budget to build wealth. What the first thing you to do is to do what? Have savings. So in your budget, as I earlier said, there you structure it. You have this particular percentage, 20% or 10% is going for my savings. So over time, you are not just saving for savings sake. You are saving to reinvest it. You are saving to look for profit-oriented investment where you put this money. That is why Investment 101, we are here for you. We tell you about where to put your money in real estate, in Bitcoin, in commodity, in agriculture, in money market, in the financial market. But first and foremost, for the sake of this video, we are talking about budget. So we are talking about you. Number one thing, you have to have a savings culture. So you set a standard. That is the blueprint. Number one, you must have savings. Then number two of having savings, you must build an emergency fund. Emergency fund is different from the saving. Emergency fund is money that you set aside for the rainy day. The rainy day will come. It might be debt, it might be loss of job, it might be inflation, it might be transfer. There is something that is not bodily good for us. So when it comes, you can be able to have emergency fund. An emergency fund, for my recommendation, is between 6 to 8 months. you have 6 to 8 months that can keep you floating until you are able to do what, to find your feet again or start doing something. So the first thing is to have savings. The second one is to have emergency fund. Trust me, both the savings and the emergency funds, we have recommendations where you can put this money so they don't lie idle. You can put them in a bank account that is paying high interest rates. So you have your savings, you have your emergency fund. Then the next thing, you clear your debts as much as you can, because you can't be talking about investing when you are owing people, or you are owing companies, or you are owing financial institutions. You have to clear this debt, and you reduce your hunger and your thirst for debt. You have to clear the debts. You can start with the highest interest paying debt or with the lowest interest debt. The difference is that when you start with the highest interest paying debt, you clear them, you seem to have enough energy to move forward. But when you start with the low, it's win. It begins to give you the motivation. It gives you the motivation. Then the other thing that we talk about in building your wealth through budgeting is by investing. Yes, it's by investing. Because you have gotten enough saved, stacked up, then you can invest. You can invest in the primary market, you can invest in the stock market, you can invest in the financial market, you can invest in the commodity market, you can invest in the money market, you can invest outside your country, you can invest in the global market, you can invest in real estate, you can invest in agriculture. Listen to me, agriculture is the end thing. Real estate, agriculture, they remain, come what may. So you can invest in any of this, and that is where we come also to help you, to show you the way out. So if you are interested, in commodity market, if you are interested in agriculture, if you are interested in real estate, we are very soon we'll be churning out videos where you can, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. You send us a DM that I am interested in agriculture, I'm interested in real estate, I'm interested. There's something called cashback. It's all about making your money go earn for you. If you have money, and your money, if you are not earning while you are sleeping, then you are not there. So you need to have a system whereby you are able to earn even while you are asleep. That is why and when we come into the picture. Trust me, Investment 101, we have you covered. If this video has added value to you, if this video has spiked up something in you, I want to believe it has. I want you to do one thing for me. Oh, please like the description, send friends, tell them, come, there is something happening on this platform. Share it, subscribe, and click on the notification bell, because we are coming again to show you the way out of debt. See you at the top. Thank you very much. God bless you.